Block him. Yeah, get him out of here. Get him out of the chat. Block him. What up, Fight World? It's your boy. I'm back with some more boxing. Shout out to real Dr. Hank McCoy. Block him. He must pay. Block him. Yeah. Shout out to Isaiah. Look, everyone to follow now. The rain has begun. You can't stop the rain. Bro, y'all can't stop the rain. Shout out to all the people that just followed me right now. That was crazy. Yeah, y'all like seeing them blocks, huh? Daquandre. They hate and I ain't even start the show. What's that show you about me? Shows you, I'll make this boxing game look pretty, man. I'll make it look pretty. What's that teach you? I ain't even said 2 words and they already hate. The money keep coming in. The haters keep coming in. Who else is in here? Jeff, the producer. What's up? I always say GMC. I keep thinking of the car. G McKenzie. What's up? 4 a.m. Gang. On gang. Listen, Hardy Case. Gang. Y'all can't stop the rain, though. We're just going to warm up the mic. YouTube playing with the notifications. So we're just going to wait. I got my homemade iced coffee. Armani, Bay Area versus everybody. California versus everybody. I promise you. Tremaine, what's with you? Shout out to Tremaine. Oh, Big Texas in here. King Corleone. Anytime King Corleone in here, you know Big Texas up in here. Shout out to Daquandre. They gave him a notification. Corface, what's up? He said somebody got clapped in the stream, didn't even start. They're losers. Listen, I'm going to tell you, nice beanie. Oh, yeah, California versus everybody. Appreciate you. Listen, that's how you know I'm the god of boxing talk. They don't even wait till I come. They see the title, and they remember, I speak about this often on my channel, about being alpha and being beta males. And this is what beta males do. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't even wait for the sermon to begin and you already hating and, you know, trying to aggravate people and nothing has even been said. What do you disagree with? A man that can't control his emotions, that's a sad case of a man. Don't know if the hate for ego or Tank is worse. Hate mean we great. Word. Where's Niter? I didn't see Niter. Oh, I see him right there. Okay. Shout out to Niter. Niter in here. Man, we got Niter's coworker fired. He was hating on the channel. He had to go. We had to get him out. EDD. We had to EDD the boy. He unemployed. Bro, you see what happens? Bro, he unemployed on EDD. See what happens when you hate on the channel? Listen, Kenya, what's up? What's up? Shout out to Kenya, one of the first ladies of Ego's Army. Let's go. How a girl gonna put up with these beta males and they're more emotional than females? That's what I'm saying. Listen, outside of the boxing, I literally try to give some gems that can help people in life. Women don't like men that aren't in control of their emotions, especially since at most of the ages that people that are watching my channel are, you know, most women have dated. So what most women have dated, if you're of a certain age, in most cases, in America, most women have dated around some. So they've had boyfriends that were POSs, and some have been in abusive relationships and different things like that. So a woman is not going to like a man that can't contain himself and can't control his emotions or overreacts. And you go to boxing and it's berserk. It's like there's a ton of dudes that do that. They watch a fight and they think they can fight, or they watch a fight and they're so emotionally invested in a fighter where they just say whatever. It's weird, but to each his own. Live your life. Hen Dog, what's up with you? He got him a notification. All right, that's good to hear. A couple regulars got the notification. So yeah, women don't like that, bro. You can't even control your emotions. So, speaking of emotions, Gervonta Davis, what the hate for Tank is crazy, bruh. It is really, it's outlandish. It's funny. Like, you don't even know what to say because it's funny, bro. It's like y'all really hating on Tank crazy. Y'all really hating on Tank crazy. Like, my thing is this. When it comes to the Tank, we got to redefine the rules that old media are trying to lay out. Because I keep hearing the same, shout to Fremont. Yeah, Cali up in here. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, maybe we should start right now. Y'all want to start? All right. Look, my thing is this. If we're really playing the game and we're being honest and objective and fair, Timothy, what's up? We got to start assessing and redefining the rules as far as what is being said in the conversation. Like, see, I'm a deep thinker. Like, I spend a lot. Sometimes I can't sleep at night because I'm in bed and I'm just thinking a million ideas and stuff, right? So I'm never gonna let someone think for me. I promise you that. You can't think for me. I have a brain. I have a purpose. I was put on this earth for a reason, and I gotta take full advantage of that. So I'm never gonna let someone think for me. Now, that's not to say I can't share ideas with people and my initial way of thinking. If someone has a better way, that's cool. Enlighten me. I'm willing to learn for sure. But old media, it's like they go to like a KKK rally or something, some big convention, and they speak these points that are talking points in boxing, right? And you hear old media just recycle the same talking points, and it becomes to like all the usual suspects are all spouting out the same thing, and that's fine if it were true, but a lot of people are spouting out these things, or some people, old media, they're spouting out certain things, and no one's taking the time to analyze these said things for consistency, for factuality, you know what I mean? Just to make sure that these talking points actually add up. For example, the hate that I'm seeing for Tank is that he needs to step up and fight somebody because he's not willing to fight anybody. Is that accurate? You've heard people say this. Is it? Listen. You've heard people say Tank needs to step it up. His resume is just so pathetic and blah, blah, blah. Is that cap or fact? Shout out to Emperor Niter. Let's go. He said, I am convinced old media is just level 2 of the flat earthers. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, listen, listen. That's why I said, that's why people, it is funny because people, I promise, these young boys can't beat me. I promise you, because I'm willing to listen to what's being said on both sides and then make up my own mind. And I've already done the homework, so you don't have to. Have you heard people say, whether it's true or not, have you heard old media say Tank refuses to step up to competition? Is that true or is that false? Is that cap or is that fact? Come on, y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. It's going to be a short stream. Have you heard old media suggest that Tank has no willingness to fight anyone tough and step up his competition? Okay, business brain, my G, let's get it. Let's get it. So business brain heard it. V Money heard it. So this is a real life narrative being pushed. No, it's not about if it's cap or not. I'm asking if people are saying it. See, listen, you have to understand, I run my channel in a certain way. We have to take baby steps. Before we take one giant leap for mankind, we got to take baby steps. The first step is establishing what is out there and what's being said. You have to, like, if you're building an infrastructure underground, or if you're building a mall or something, you have to have an infrastructure to what you're doing. So don't skip ahead, because you can't start planning the stores and how many floors. You have to build the foundation, get the concrete, you know what I mean? Pour the concrete, whatever else, and build the pillars and then work up. So we're starting from the very basics. I really believe in that, you know? You don't start fluffing up your pillows. You haven't even like put your sheets on. You see what I'm saying? You haven't even made the bed and you're doing all the topping stuff, like fluffing up the pillow. You don't have to do that. Just chill. I got this. So basically, the people who have voted have stated that Tank Davis is being questioned in terms of his willingness to step up and fight a tough person. What are we talking about? His last 2 fights were tough. His last 3 fights were tough. So this narrative is already not making sense in 1 second. I know I'm long-winded, but I'll get straight to the point right there. His last 3 fights were competitive. So it's just off of that 1 point, I could just drop the mic and be done. Leo Santa Cruz fight was competitive. Leo was definitely trying, and Leo was bigger than him. Mario Barrios was definitely bigger than him, especially seeing how he's moving up to welterweight to fight a big puncher and a great fighter in Keith Thurman in his very next fight. So clearly he was big for the 140-pound weight division. And then Pitbull Cruz has never been dropped or stopped, and he has this rugged style and a different puzzle for Tank. He wasn't even the initial opponent for Tank, and this is a secondary opponent. Tank was fighting his mandatory Rolly, right? This is all fact. He was fighting Rolly. Message. He was fighting Rolly, and through no fault of Tank's own, the Rolly fight got canned. So I'm not understanding. Oh, come on, Tank. What are we talking about? Come on, Tank. But his mandatory that the WBA or whatever ordered, or WBO, I forget which one, was Rolly. And people are like, oh, why is he fighting Cruz? And then to make this even more bizarre, all of a sudden, Cruz shot up. He had 23,000 followers, and then now he got 170,000 followers. Why are y'all following him? Like, I'm not hating, like, I don't want y'all to follow him. Keep doing it. But I'm asking, why is everyone following him? That was a cherry pick. That's what y'all said. Cruz was a bum. That's what y'all were saying. So why is everybody following? It doesn't make sense, bro. It doesn't make sense. See, old media is so stupid, they make a talking point and they throw it out and they want their cake and eat it too. They don't even analyze it to make sure it makes sense. Like, see, I'm too smart. Like, I'm not saying I can get away with murder, but best believe if I was accused of murder and I was trying to get away with it, right, then I'm going to make sure my ducks are in a row. So when I tell my alibi to the police, I'm going to make sure that everything at least matches up and checks out. So it's going to be harder for them to catch me because my story checked out. You see how that works? Old media, they got these these alibis of how they couldn't have committed the murder. It's like, oh, I was at home asleep by myself. That's not a good alibi because no one can verify your whereabouts. You know what I'm saying? No one can but you watch them shows where the guy is smart and he kill his wife and then go back to work. So he's like, hey man, I was at work. I couldn't have done it. I'm 50 miles away. So you at least try to make it to a point where your alibi is something that is remotely believable. Oh, media, they say it. They all take, he's a cherry picker. Bro, so he's a cherry picker because his mandatory initial opponent that was bigger than him, that's a big puncher, and Rolly couldn't fight? That makes him a cherry picker and he has to step it up? Come on, bro. He got to step it up because his opponent, who was his mandatory, right? And his opponent, who's a big puncher, and they had a great press conference that everybody was watching, can't fight because he got extracurricular stuff in the background. That's Tank's fault. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's like a girl getting, Me Too'd and you blame the girl. How is it the girl's fault? Oh, she shouldn't have been wearing that. Bro, put that, whoever thinks like that, you all need to go to jail too. How is it the girl's fault? The girl, she got taken advantage of, or, a manager said you won't get a promotion unless you go in the office and give me some of that Wesley Pipes. You know what I'm saying? That's come on, bro. Y'all out here be victim blaming and stuff. It's crazy. And I'm not saying Tank's a victim, but I'm saying what happened with the Rolly thing definitely is not his fault. And then this is how I know it's hate. This is how I know it's hate. Right? Smash the like button. Smash the like button. This is how I know it's hate. Not only did he have a replacement opponent, he had a replacement opponent that actually showed up. Top Rank just put on a main event with Lomachenko, and the fight was boring. And the numbers was ass, bro. 2 packs of ass. So what are we talking about? So people are like, oh, Tank's numbers. Bro, Lomachenko fought on basic cable, so quote unquote free TV against Comey, and the numbers barely tipped 1 million. And it's supposed to be the great Lomachenko, who's the best amateur we've ever seen and all the stuff that they praised Lomachenko for. And he couldn't get a knockout against a guy who's been knocked out. Tank couldn't get a knockout against a guy who's never been dropped, let alone knocked out. Okay, I told you, this box is too easy for me, man. It's too easy for me, man. This is too easy. Easy peasy. This is easy breezy. It's too easy, man. Block Big Facts. Get him out of here. Block V Money. Get him out of here. And watch this. Bro, y'all gonna learn. We smell the rats. Block both of them and let me know when it's done. We smell the rats, dog. You ratsters. Oh my gosh, we can sense you. You are not for the spam the chat, sir. Block V Money and block Big Facts and let me know when that's done. Shooters will clap. He tried to hit the dislike other way out. Dislikes don't matter. Oh my God, that's what I'm talking. Squeeze on him. She make it clap. I got the strap. 21 gat. Feel like a savage. 21 bit. None of them average. Listen. You hear me? She make it clap. She make it clap. Soldier. Draco. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm a continue. Let me continue cooking. I'm going to continue cooking. Profit. I'm going to continue cooking. So, people, they saying all this, oh, Tank needs to step it up. Bro, here's another fun fact. You fools. I promise you, I'll beat any man in this room in less than 60 seconds. I promise you these dudes do not have the brain waves that I got going on when it comes to this boxing talk. Here's another fun fact. People try to compare career for career, like in all senses, in all facets. Doesn't work like that because there's certain differences. For example, Lomachenko has 2 gold medals. Great for him. Good on him. But what that also means is I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but I do know that the Olympics is only once every 4 years. And then with the pandemic year, it got pushed back. But typically standard, when Loma was fighting in the Olympics, it's once every 4 years. So 4 times 2 is 8, or 4 plus 4 equals 8. So if you have 2 gold medals, that means you stayed an amateur for at least 8 years, because you wouldn't have been able to be in 2 Olympic Games. Versus when you see Roy Jones Jr. get robbed in Seoul, Korea, and you see Floyd Mayweather get robbed, and you see the disappointment on Shakur or Keyshawn Davis, they turned pro when they medaled, or if they didn't medal, or whatever medal they got, they just turned pro after, because they not finna wait another 4 years. They rather start making some money and turn pro. Loma stayed an amateur for at least 8 years to compete in 2 different Olympics. So Lomachenko, by the time he turned pro, he was already in his 20s, right? When he beat Gary Russell Jr., he was probably like 26, 27. Tank Davis right now is only 27, right? So we're talking about different things. We're talking about Lomachenko have 400 amateur fights because he stayed. So he's in boxing, based on his style, I think Lomachenko, his best days are probably, you've already watched them. You see what I'm saying? Because he's older in boxing. He's older in boxing. He came in the game older because he was an amateur for so long. So that's a different career right there. That's why, have you noticed Lomachenko, he turned pro so late, as I'm saying, he doesn't even have 20 fights. Devin Haney has more fights than him. Ryan Garcia probably has more fights than him. Block Luis Perez. That's what's up. I like when they tell me that they're unsubbing. Listen, I don't care. As long as that Google check coming in like it's coming in, you could do whatever you want. It's a free country. I like when they do that, though. It's funny. We're not gonna take it. I'm unsubbing from this channel. I came for boxing, and this channel is not for me. You feel better? Bro, you feel better? Good. Bro, if y'all ever tell me that you're unsubbing from my team, you will be unsubbed from the team for real, because you're going to be blocked for eternity. I don't care. Like, that's like me going into Home Goods, right? And I'm like, these shelves are gutted. I couldn't find anything I wanted in Home Goods. I came looking for one glass vase. So you don't have anything I want. These prices are too high. I'm leaving. Home Goods gonna be like, get the fuck out there, cuz. Bro, you think Home Goods must around probably get gangster. Bro, Home Goods probably get gangster with their little apron. Roll on it. Roll with it, punk. Get to step it right. Do y'all do that? Do y'all do that when y'all go to retail? Like, tell them you're not buying nothing. Like, you walked in the door, couldn't find nothing, and you're like, this Burlington Coat Factory doesn't have my size. I'm leaving. I'm going to Target. And you're going to become a Target. Listen, this Burlington Coat Factory doesn't have my sizes. I'm leaving. I'm going to Target. My shooters put a bullseye on his back and he became a target. Listen, let's play. I'm with that. Y'all, bro, these dudes is corny. It's funny. Children of the Corn. Shout out to Business Brains. Excellent. Okay. So, Lomachenko came in the game older because he stayed in the Olympics for so long. And amateurs, whatever. He stayed at amateurs so long. That's the reality. So, he's already 30, whatever. I don't know his actual age, 32 maybe, whatever. And he's never been on pay-per-view. Never, ever been on pay-per-view. And guess what? Unless he fights someone like Tank, then he probably ain't going to be on pay-per-view. Tank is 27. He's on his third pay-per-view. Bro, and Loma is looking like he's regressing. Just FYI. Loma, to me, he looks like, he don't look as, bro, he couldn't stop Richard Coleman. Teo stopped that boy in 2 rounds because he has true power. You know, say whatever you want about Teo, but he got power. You know what I mean? He got power. Teo stopped this man in 2 rounds. Lomachenko, bro, how embarrassing is it to have a guy hurt to the point where he's dragging his leg, and then you stop the ambush, like you stop throwing punches, back up and tell his team, hey, stop this, trying to be like Roy. You know, it's funny. It's funny when a black fighter does something and people act like it's nothing because they're used to, I don't know, black athletes being good or whatever, black excellence, you know, in sports. So it gets overlooked. But then Loma does it, and then he copied from Roy, and then, oh, I've never seen this. Yeah, I've never seen it, is how embarrassing it is that he stopped attacking his opponent. You know, they say protect yourself at all times. He stopped punching instead of forcing the stoppage or trying to, and then he couldn't get the stoppage for 5 more rounds. That's pretty embarrassing, to be honest. Bro, he was punching. He had the man clearly hurt. And the man dragging his legs like, and he dragging his legs, and then you stop the onslaught to try to have this highlight reel, you know, sensational. It's like cheesecake, sensational, right? And you try to be like Roy, and then now you let the man regroup and recover just enough to push you 12 rounds, and now you look a fool. Versus Roy Jones, when he did that to Brian Brandon, bro, he said, hey, get him out there. And the ref was like, no. And he said, all right, okay. Bop, 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 bop. And then Brandon was like, and he was out of here, though. Bro, I ain't arguing no dude that painted on a Zorro mustache. Get him out of my chat, bro. Get him out of here. Bro, you painted on your mustache. You out here looking like the V for Vendetta mask. Don't ever talk to me, bro. Bro, the man put a Sharpie mustache and got something to say to the God. Bro, this I ain't with that. I ain't with you new Gen Zs. Bro, the man painted he looking like a 3 Musketeer, bro. He out here looking like D'Artagnan. Man, get him out of here. One for all and all for one. Bro, get D'Artagnan out of here with that. The Count of Monte Cristo looking at. Oh, bro. Y'all trying hard. Come on, man. Bro, if you don't take that motherfucker V for Vendetta mask off, bro, he out here like, why the Loma hate, man? Bro, get your anonymous ass out. Now you really like Bobby Valentino. You anonymous for real, bro. Bro, his mustache said, man, get him out of here, bro. Looking like a Squid Game mask. Bro, he looking like one of the Squid Game VPs or something, bro. Come on, bro. You got to get out of here. When I was a kid, we played marble. And in my village, marble was the game. Bro, he like the old dude. Bro, we're the old dude from Squid Games. Bro, he's like, oh, I think I know this game. In my village, we play marble. So I think we can win. Oh, you beat me. Remember the old dude in Squid Game, bro? He got the Squid Game, man, bro. He had a moment Zorro. He thought he was Antonio Banderas. Puss in boot looking at it, bro. Y'all better stop, bro. Anywho. Loma, bro, I'll be pulverizing them. Bro, notice when I get in my lane, nobody can phase what I'm saying. Notice Not one person will stop me and say, hey, ego, you're not being truthful. It's always some extracurricular. Have you guys know? I'm punishing them. Oh my God, I'm destroying them. I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla. Do you guys notice a pattern? Do you notice a pattern? These boys can't up with me. Do you notice a pattern? Every single time I start cooking, not a single one of them come in the comment and actually refute anything that's being said. This is beta male emotion at its finest. Death row at its finest. MOB for life. This is beta male because you don't have the knowledge to contend or compete with what's being said. You don't have no facts. So it's like, oh man, ego's ugly. Look at his beard. I'm leaving. I'm unsubbing. Why the Loma hate? You're hating. Bro, that's not good enough, bro. It's just not good enough. You're not going to get nowhere in the world like that. If what I'm saying is false, you prove it. That's it. Prove me wrong, and then I'll shut up. Until then, y'all gonna shut up. So, Loma stayed an amateur for 2 Olympic Games. So by the time he finally turned pro, he was already in his 20s, older than Devin Haney turning pro when he turned pro at 17, right? Et cetera, et cetera. Shakur and all that. That's the reality. So Lomachenko is, how old is he? 31, 32? What is Vasyl Lomachenko's age? Oh, he 33? Oh, he 33 in the karate class? Oh my gosh, bro. He 33 in the ballet bro, he 33 in a ballet class. You a Taibo. Shout out to Tom Tucker. Peace, ego. The first time I saw Loma, he looked like Iron Mike clone from his early stages without the defense. I never seen no Mike Tyson Loma, but he said defensive power. But second, oh my, he's the second coming. I don't really get what you said, but that's what's up. So Loma is 33, bro. Bro, just to put it in perspective, Loma's 33. Canelo, payday. You want payday? I know.
Hey, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Payday, payday. You want payday? I know that.
Rest in peace to Vicente Fernandez. Rest in peace. Big loss. Icon, legend. Canelo Alvarez is 31. Just to put in perspective for you, turned pro in Mexico, came up the hard way, just having to scrap club fighters until he got to the elite people. And he has like 50, he got 50 something fights. Just to put it in perspective. Lomachenko don't even have 20 fights, bruh. He don't even have 20 fights. He doesn't have 20 fights. So it goes to show you different strategies. Canelo had to come up and just keep scrapping and learn on the job. Learn. Who's that African? Hey, yo, Igor, you have become waste of precious time. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Block him. Bro, how you gonna look uncertain in your YouTube profile pic? Bro, he looking certain. Bro, I know you ain't roasted. You don't even look confident in your picture, bro. Bro, get Mokiti, Moesha, or whatever, Moesha brother out of here, bro. He gotta go. What? I know you ain't talking about me, dog. You, huh? You don't even look confident in your avatar, bro. I don't know, man. I think I can get the girl, but I don't know. Someone said this MacBook little brother. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Bro. Who are y'all sending? Bro? Y'all got to stop with the MacBook Air. Please stop. Please. I can't deal with the MacBook right now. Please. I don't want the Canelo Chupapi Muñeños. Bro, the Chupapi Muñeños, they finna go crazy in the comments. So please, y'all got to chew. Anywho. Continue. So, Lomachenko, he turned pro late, blah, 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 because he was an amateur so long. Tank Davis is on his third pay-per-view. Kenya, he looked uncertain. You know he did. That man took a picture like, why would you even post that, bro? Bro, I'm telling you, this is how beta males do. They see the confidence, they see all the glory, all the years of hard work, dedication, and then they just be in here. I want that, but I'm uncertain. What do I do? Let me just hate instead. That ain't the ticket, bro. That man said. Someone said they looked it up. Dre, thank you. Loma turned pro at 26. Hold on. That can't be. Is that true? I don't know if it's that late. Hold on. Now we got to look it up. That sounded a little, because he's 33 now, so that I don't know about that, bro. How old was Vasyl Lomachenko when he turned pro? Let me see when he turned pro. Yeah, I'm looking it up because I know what I'm saying is true, but I don't know. Like, I just want to be, now, since you guys are talking specifics. Okay, he turned pro in 2013. Turned pro in 2013. And he was born in he was 25. Damn. Close. He was 25. And hold on, unless you're going date for date. Hold on, let me look at that. Damn, Loma. Okay, hold on. So he turned pro in October. He turned pro in October and he was born. Let me see when he was born. They just have his age. Damn it. I need to see when his birthday is because I don't know. Hold on. I just need to find his actual birthday. Oh, he born in February? Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Bro, he was 20. Get the... Oh, my God. See, okay, so I didn't even think it was... I thought it was maybe 2 years younger. Get the out of here. Lomachenko turned pro and he was 26 years old, bruh. Tank is 27. Get this man... Oh, my God, bro. Get him out of here, bro. Get him out of here. Bro, that's like somebody parents, daddy chaperoning at prom. Like, bro, you ain't one of us. You ain't no kid, cuz. Bro, imagine somebody daddy chaperoning at prom. He trying to dance with the girls. Like, bro, you to catch a predator. This is to catch a predator. You not our age. Bro, you go to prom and then somebody daddy trying to dance and dance with the high school senior chicks. Nah, bro. That's weird. That's weird, bro. Bro, he was 26 and he turned pro. Man, stop. You ain't no kid, cuz. Man, I ain't never had him in my classes, cuz. Where was you at fifth period? Bro, you was not one of us. He trying to blend in. Remember when Steve Buscemi, and he was like, hey, kidsters, or he said something crazy and he tried to dress like a kid. What movie was that? Hold on. Steve Buscemi dressed as a kid. Bro. This is somebody daddy at prom. Like, hell nah, bro. You are not a kid, cuz. Bro, you Gary Coleman? Bro, look, he trying to look hip and blend in. That's Lomachenko turning pro. Bro, this Lomachenko turning pro right here. Steve Buscemi. Bro, this look, there you go. There go Loma right there turning pro, trying to blend in with the rest of the youth. Yeah, I'll fight Tank. No, you'll fight him. His daddy's age. What y'all talking about, bro? Of course you fight him. You'll spank him, huh? You look like you his daddy, bro. Nah, he's 20. Bro, the Tank hate is phenomenal. I'm glad. Thank you for, who did that? Because I knew I was cooking, but that just furthered my point. Loma was Dre H. Thank you. Loma was damn 26 when he turned pro, bro. Tank is 27 now. And Tank is like peaking. He really Tank's always had skills and all that. Tank's always had skills, but he's peaking because he's like mentally getting it too as well. You know what I'm saying? Like his discipline and all that is leveling up. His money and his discipline and all that is leveling up. So he looked more focused. So, and he's getting more big fight experience under his wing. So, yeah, man. Lomachenko, he hating, bro. And it's sad. Listen, I'm telling you, if what I'm saying is not true, please let me know. But can you imagine if there was some kind of court order and there was a cease and desist where if you mention a PBC fighter from outside of the PBC and you talked about him, like, then you would have to pay $100,000 fine each time? Can you imagine? Or $1 million? It's just something crazy. $1 million. Do you understand the lack of content that old media would have? Just put this in perspective. Just put this in perspective. If there was some type of court order where if you mention PBC and you're not affiliated with it, you would get penalized or some kind of fine, like $1 million per infraction. So Eddie Hearn couldn't talk about Charlo, or he would have to pay $1 million each time he talked about him. Can you imagine? And Demetrius Andrade and Lomachenko and ESPN, all these dudes, bro. Can you imagine if clout chasing became illegal and you couldn't even mention people? Can you imagine the lack of content? Like ESPN's last show with Lomachenko, they would have to actually promote Lomachenko Kome, right? They would have to actually promote the fight that was on. They wouldn't be able to lean on Tank and Loma talking crazy about Tank. Now, I don't know if you guys will be able to hear this. You know what? I think I could do it like that. Hold on. I think just so y'all can hear. I really want y'all to hear the lunacy from Mr. Lomachenko. Hey, I need y'all to smash the like button. I'm the best in the business. I told you I'm the best in the business. There's nobody in boxing like me, and y'all know that. So I need y'all to get the likes up ASAP. Hey, ASAP. All right, hold on. I think I got some work.
7th straight opponent.
This was supposed to be the year that the young guys took over the lightweight division, took over boxing. What happened?
It's a boxing, that's why.
Get the likes up. If we can't get the likes up, the show finna end, bro.
7th straight opponent.
This was supposed to be the year that the young guys took over the lightweight division, took over boxing. What happened?
It's a boxing, that's why we love boxing. Nobody knows what happened. I think now it's a more interesting weight classes in the world.
Who's the best lightweight?
We don't know because we didn't fight each other.
What did you see in Tank Davis and Isaac Cruz?
Now I understand why his promoter, Floyd Mayweather, don't wanna organize a fight with the other top fighters.
So is Tank Davis a great fighter?
No, of course not.
What about
Bro,
Devin
get him out of
Haney,
here.
Jojo Diaz?
It was a close fight, but Diaz was bigger clean punches than Haney. But of course, Haney was more aggressive.
Ryan Garcia.
You know what? He surprised me. Then I saw his fight with Luke Campbell. He's go down and he can come back. I was surprised. I think he's a top level.
Bro, get Loma out of here, bro. I don't even care, bro. Just get him out of here, bro. He just said that Tank Davis, he said, is Tank Davis a good fighter? He said, of course not. Then he lied and said, so the black fighters, so he said black fighter 1, Tank Davis, is not a good fighter. Straight up. He said, is Gervonta a good fighter? Oh, no, absolutely not. No. Then black fighter number 2, Devin Haney, he lied and said that JoJo was landing the better shots. Bro, JoJo got stomped by Devin Haney. What are we talking about? And then the real kicker was Mr. Social Media, Ryan Garcia, who got dropped. So Devin, keep in mind, Devin, last 2 fights, he stepped up with Jorge Linares and he stepped up with Jojo Diaz. Jojo Diaz was coming off a great performance with Javier Fortuna, who was a boogeyman at lightweight, right? Devin didn't get dropped in neither one of those step-up fights. Tank Davis fought a rugged guy his last 3 fights. Didn't get dropped or knocked into the ropes or nothing crazy in any of those 3 fights. Ryan Garcia is the only one out of that collective, out of that trio, that actually got dropped and floored and bodied and hurt and then got up, and Loma is impressed with that. Bro, get him out of here, bro. I really don't. It's like when people hate to that caliber, it's like it makes me not even want to like watch you, because you really a hater, dog. Like you really out there hating. You out here 33, never been on pay-per-view, and you hating on this kid from Baltimore. And listen, I'm just telling you, I'm an American, so I'm definitely going to back American fighters as well. I'm not saying I only like Americans, because I have a lot of fighters from all parts of the world, Mexico, like Salvador Sanchez and Juan Manuel Marquez, Argentina, Sergio Martinez, that's my dude, etc. Maidana, blah, blah, blah. Ruslan Provodnikov, I'm a big fan. But when you just out here hating, like nah, bro, you in America right now. You in America right now, and you out here hating on an American for no reason. If you were hating and like Tank really looked horrible or something like that, whatever, then that is more the truth, so I wouldn't care. But you out here, you from the Ukraine, you out here hating, you know what I'm saying? It just looked like jealousy. It made me not even want to support what you doing, bro. Straight like that. He said Tank ain't a good fighter, bro. But Ryan Garcia impressed him, and he said Ryan Garcia getting dropped impressed him, and Ryan Garcia is top level. So Tank's not a good fighter, but Ryan, who had pulled out of a fight for anxiety, man, get him out of here, bro. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Talking about Ryan, and I wouldn't even be mad if he just said they all good fighters, but we got to see who's the best. But the fact that the 2 black fighters, you had this, you nitpicking and saying Devin Haney like barely won and all. Nah, bro. He trying to do that old media stuff. Not on my watch. I don't respect it. I reject your deposit, bro. Straight like that. He talking about Devin was he won by a little bit. No, he didn't, bro. Devin Haney, he won like every round damn near versus JoJo looked extremely flat. And then same thing with Tank. You say Tank ain't a good fighter, bro. And he ducked Devin with the franchise. See, it's too easy. That's what I'm saying. This old media stuff is dead. Like, you're not going to make sense out of that. You're not going to make sense. You're not going to make that fashionable. You're not going to make that make sense. You're not going to make people believe the cap you saying. And then, hold on. It gets worse. It gets worse. Hold another round. It's about to go down. And then on this same interview, he started talking up Richard Comey. Get him out of here, bro. Get him out of here. He's like, Richard Comey, oh, he's hard to deal with. He's a great fighter. And so Tank ain't a good fighter, but Richard Comey is, and he looked horrible. Fight Tank so he can knock your noodles out. You know what I'm saying? Out your skull. What you talking about, bro? What you talking about? So in Loma's mind, the man with 400 amateur fights, you don't see no potential in Tank or Devin Haney, but Richard Comey and Ryan Garcia, you talking them up. And they the ones. And Richard Comey, like, bro, stop. Stop. Block Mula Mula. Block Mula Mula. Told you, they big hating. And I mean, I guess it just comes with the territory. And then there's people like, I'm just keeping it real with y'all people. Just keeping it real. Hide them again. Notice like boxing Twitter, YouTube, wherever, Instagram, and people hating on Tank. Oh, his numbers flopped. Oh, he didn't make no money. Bro, you don't make no money. The dude, like, listen, we're in such a crazy time on this online thing where you got people who don't make money and don't got it like that, and they don't have like their whole own life together, talking about how little money or how much of a flop Tank Davis pay-per-view was supposedly, which is being refuted by Mayweather Promotions and Steven Espinoza. So the guys that are privy to the numbers, I'm not supposed to think they know anything, and I'm supposed to listen to people on Twitter or Instagram who don't even have their lives together. Yo, life is a flop. So how are you gonna say Tank flop? You see what I'm saying? It's weird. Y'all let anything slide in this new era. You know what I'm saying? And that's weird to me. And that's weird to me. Y'all think anything's fashionable. Like, you'll let a broke dude tell you that Tank ain't making money like that. How does this work? Somebody, maybe you can explain to me. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense that you're going to let some broke Instagram page or Twitter or YouTuber tell you about other people's financials. And because, first of all, financials shouldn't be the main thing that boxing fans even care about, to be honest. The only reason I even delve into financials of a fight is when I'm proving a point, because sometimes fighters will say, I'm the A, like Terrence Crawford, for example. Terrence Crawford say he the A side over Errol Spence. Now we got to talk about financials. Now we got to talk. If you think you deserve the lion's share, then the conversation is upon us. We have to talk about that. You see what I'm saying? Or sometimes I'll make videos disclosing fighter purse, but I don't care about that. As a boxing fan, what does that have to do? Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, whether they fight, they don't fight, my bills got to get paid regardless. And it ain't from them specifically. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are we talking about, bro? The hate is truly real for Tank, but lo and behold, smoke clears one day, hate it or love it. It is what it is. It's a good part about proving things wrong. Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about it, but I will shine the light on it. You see what I'm saying? Because it's the same thing for me. Tank, you know, a lot of people on PBC, it's the same thing. There's people that are going to go out of their way to hate, but it don't change nothing. Like I said, I'm good. My insurance is paid for the next 6 months. Rent, I'm good. My stuff is paid. I'm good. We working on the next things. So, I mean, the people hating, I know personally, some of the people hating, they don't even, people, like, listen, I'm not even, like, I ain't even trying to flex on y'all like that. I ain't even trying to do it, but y'all made me. You got people who can't even afford to cover boxing full time because they have to get regular jobs, which is cool. Everyone has a starting point. But that said person at that given time probably shouldn't be talking about who's a failure and, you know, overly talking about financials and, you know, this fighter is this and this fighter is weak and not making money. You shouldn't probably go that route if your whole own life ain't even solidified. It's like me going through a divorce and I'm talking about Kanye and Kim, and I'm very critical of Kim Kardashian and Kanye situation, separation, marriage, or whatever, and I'm going through a divorce. That wouldn't really make sense in my world. That don't make sense. Like, how are you talking bad about somebody else's relationship and you going through a nastier divorce? You know what I'm saying? It's just, where I'm from, that don't make sense. So we don't get down like that. So you got a bunch of broke dudes on Twitter and stuff who working in the cubicles and all types of stuff. And then, oh, Tank sucks. He's broke. All right. So, I mean, at the end of the day, boxing, this is just what it comes with. It comes with the territory. People are going to hate on Tank. People are going to find a way to not supply credit and whatever. But it just looks sad. It looks sad because boxing is supposed to be, it is the best sport, but it's supposed to be a place where, you know, people can all get credit equally for doing equal parts. And we got to start reassessing. Like, people keep saying like, oh, Tank, he should have fought Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia ain't fought Devin Haney. Teofimo ain't fought Devin Haney. So how's it just fall on Tank? Lomachenko ain't fought Devin Haney. Like, this is what I don't understand about boxing. Maybe you guys can help clarify. The same element in the people and opponents that Tank needed to fight or had to fight or whatever, the criteria, none of those dudes have fought Devin Haney. Right? And Devin Haney hasn't fought none of those dudes. So how's it all only fall on one person's shoulders? Unless Canelo, he's a little bit different because Canelo has the power where he's in control of his career and he's a free agent. So he can pick and choose. Hey, I'm fighting Benavidez next. And you know Benavidez would take it unless it's he gets low cut or something. Shout out to John, 4 pound. You see what I'm saying? So like, I don't even understand that whole argument. So people are like, oh, Tank, he sucks. He's cherry picking. He needs to fight Devin. Loma became a franchise champion to not fight Devin and still hasn't fought Devin. But Tank's a cherry, but no one's calling Loma a cherry picker. And he actually found a way out of fighting Devin Haney. To my knowledge, I don't remember any deep negotiations between Tank and Devin Haney for an actual fight. Ryan Garcia is pulling out of fights with anxiety and hand issues or whatever, and he fought one time in 12 months, 11 months or whatever, right? By the time next month, it'll be 12 months, right? But Tank's a cherry picker, and he's actively fighting, and he fought at 140, which none of these other dudes did. Loma won't go to 140. Tell Loma to go to 140. Fight Regis Prograis. You the Matrix. Fight. Listen, I would love to see. Listen, y'all. Listen, I told you these young boys can't beat me. They said Tank, oh, he weak and he just fought a secondary champion at 140. Okay, tell Lomachenko to fight that level person at 140. Fight like anybody. Brandon Lee, Regis Prograis, Josh Taylor. Tell Loma to fight anybody at 140 and see what happened. Who else is at 140? Fight Subriel Matias. He probably got a belt. Fight him at 140 and see what happened. We'll see if the Matrix break down again. Yeah, Lomachenko and Subriel Matias, make that happen. Because people they're like, oh, see, this what happens. People act like it's a feat that anybody can do, but only special fighters can do certain things. Like Pacquiao, like Floyd Mayweather. You're like, oh, he just went up 8 divisions. All right, you go up 8 divisions. Let's see Chocolatito go up 8 divisions. Y'all said he was number 1. Let's see him do what Pacquiao did. Chocolatito will be melted chocolate in no time. If he went up as many divisions as Pacquiao, he a dead man, bro. It's over. You know, Floyd Mayweather, oh, he's weak. He's so boring. Okay, you put Canelo in there with people who are 15, 20 pounds bigger and skilled, and they always bigger than him back-to-back fights like Floyd was doing. And we'll see. But they don't want to see that because they know the prodigal son has returned. And they know everything I'm saying is true. So my suggestion is people are like, oh, Tank, he just fought Barrios. Okay, so Lomachenko, you fight a Barrios type person. You know, somebody who's around that at 140. Let's see Tank do it. I mean, let's see Tank did it. Let's see Lomachenko do it. Top Rank won't put him at 140. They keep crying and saying he a featherweight because they know what'll happen. If Lomachenko move up, they know what'll happen, bro. The performance is gonna get worse and worse, and he'll probably get stopped. Not probably, he will get stopped. Book it. And guess what? Unfortunately for Lomachenko, if he's down, like when Mayweather said, hey, you might be down on scorecards, and he got that about Tank got that kill switch, he's able to turn it up. Lomachenko can't because he don't got power like that. He ain't got power to just switch the whole fight. So they'll never put him up 140 pounds or whatever. They'll never do that. Because if he's down in the fight, he's just down and he's going to lose. Just like he did with Teofimo. Stop playing with me. Ain't no Matrix, he Geek Squad. You ain't high tech, you Geek Squad. And they know this. Remember, see, listen, I've been in boxing so long. This is a true story, and I promise I'll catch up body. Lomachenko, a lot of y'all don't remember because y'all don't really know boxing like me, so it's okay. So take my word for it, and then after, if you don't believe me, you can do the research. Lomachenko was calling out Terrence Crawford. He said he wanted to fight Terrence Crawford. He said that's the end game. He wants to keep going up and fight Terrence Crawford. That's what Loma said. If you know, Lomachenko stopped that stuff real quick. He made the statement and did the interview where he said he wanted to fight Terrence Crawford. And then his own trainer or manager or whatever, Aegis Clemens, said, oh, Loma, that's crazy. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. Because they know Terrence Bud Crawford will beat the fuck out of Lomachenko. Excuse my French. That's why. So now nobody even remembers that except for select people like myself, you know, the boxing guru, the god of boxing talk, the pharaoh of this boxing. People don't even remember that, but I do. I keep it all up in here. So you don't hear Lomachenko and people talking about Lomachenko and Crawford anymore because Crawford would destroy, listen to what I'm saying, bro. Crawford would destroy Lomachenko. It wouldn't even be Crawford's hardest fight. It wouldn't. Loma does not have the style, the skills, the power to beat a bigger Crawford. Crawford would demolish him, bro. And this is the funny thing. When it's a non-black fighter like Lomachenko, we never get to see it because like I could say X, Y, and Z, but they keep certain fighters in BF, no black fighters. They'll keep certain things from happening to the point where we don't get to see it. So I can never prove what I'm saying to be right. I know it's right, but I can never prove it because they would never make it. You see what I'm saying? Versus other guys that got heart, like even Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia, no, everyone told him, don't fight Errol. Don't fight Errol. He was stubborn. He did it, and he got through the fight, but he lost. They won't even show you that with Lomachenko because they know what the outcome will be. Bro, you can't stop a hurt Richard Comey, a hurt Pedraza. Tank, I think Tank will get you, and I think Terrence Crawford definitely would get you. And the only reason I'm bringing up Crawford because people are going to get mad at me like, oh, Ego, you hating. Why would he fight Crawford? He called out Crawford. Look it up. He said that's his end game, to fight Terrence Crawford. And they shut that down real quick because they know what will happen. They know what will happen. Bro, Crawford would like love the fact that he get to knock out a 2-time gold medalist. He already knocked out Gamboa gold medalist and Felix Diaz. You know what I'm saying? So he already whooped Olympians before. So a 2-time Olympian that y'all say is nice, Crawford would probably love that just because it's a big name. Crawford would smoke Loma, and he quickly stopped talking about that. I even remember there's conversations, people were saying Lomachenko and Pacquiao. And Loma was like, oh, Pacquiao's too old. Bro, Pacquiao beat the out of Loma. You can't stop Richard Comey, you're not stopping Pacquiao. I'm sorry. If you can't stop Richard Comey and Pedraza and Tank stop Pedraza, you're definitely not stopping Pacquiao. Because you're not Marquez. Where you see, and that, bro, I'm just telling you what it is. Bro, Marquez, I think Marquez is way better than Lomachenko. I'm not talking about no amateur stuff. Bro, look at who Marquez really fought and beat. He knocked out Pacquiao at 47, and he's a former lightweight. He went 12 with Floyd. You see what I'm saying? He beat Michael Katsidis and Baby Bull Diaz. Juan Manuel Marquez has a way better career than Lomachenko. I don't even think it's debatable. And I thought he beat Pacquiao in the third fight if there were no politics. So he really should have 2 wins over Pacquiao. 2. Marquez is way more solid than anything Lomachenko's done. Lomachenko don't even have the amount of fights. Marquez, I don't even have to look it up. He got more knockouts than Loma got fights. Look it up. I don't have to look it up. I know that's the truth. So, you know, people, the Loma train, that's why you see his numbers ain't hitting like that. He did barely over 1 million on ESPN. Caleb Plant was fighting Truax and Vicent Fane's booty or whatever on Fox doing better numbers than that. And no one even knew the B-side. They just knew Caleb. Man, come on, bro. I'll cook y'all. Pac-Man destroyed Loma. Pac-Man destroyed. Why you out here hating on Tank? Pac-Man would have destroyed you. Shane Mosley. Bro, I said this. Listen. This is how you know I'm the god of boxing talk. Years ago, I've always said the same things about Loma. I say he a good little fighter, but that's it. Lomachenko, I posed a question. I swear this is all, listen, I was in the Boy Scouts honor. I did a live stream. If you really mess with the channel, maybe you'll remember this, but the video's still up. It's on one of my videos. I did a live stream and we were talking about Lomachenko. And I said Shane Mosley would Shane Mosley at lightweight would body Lomachenko. When Shane Mosley was a lightweight, he would body Lomachenko. And y'all have people who said I was lying. They said Loma would whoop Shane Mosley. Let's vote now, years later, after I'm making the same statement that I said then. Who would win, Shane Mosley versus Vasyl Lomachenko, if they were both in prime at 135? Let's see who knows their boxing. See, B-Dog said he remembered. I told you I got the validation. Listen, I got the validation. I'm glad at least somebody remembered. Who would win at 135 in a mythical match, in your opinion? Shane Mosley at 135, when he was at 135, before the De La Hoya fights, or Lomachenko? Loma doesn't have a Hall of Fame career. Exactly. Mosley would be on his head. Exactly. Bro, Mosley hurt Floyd at 47. Lightweight is really where he was too much of a problem, bro. Shane Mosley would rip this man apart. And listen, I remember Double Down. He said he couldn't stop Richard Commey. Shane would body him. That's what I told you. Y'all don't know. Y'all was saying that Loma was the best lightweight in boxing history. Stop. You can't say that when Shane Mosley and Roberto Duran and all them was lightweights. Come on, bro. And Loma had 3 belts. Oh, he had 3 belts. Oh, bro, I don't care about that. Shane Mosley destroyed him. Roberto Duran destroyed him. I even said to Double Down on that same stream, I was like, I threw in a curveball. And they fell for the mousetrap. I said Lomachenko versus Tommy Hearns. Do you know there were a lot of people in the comment section saying Tommy Hearns would lose to Lomachenko? I'm like, all right, they don't know boxing. They just saying whatever, bro. Tommy Hearns, it's not even realistic, bro. If you can't stop Richard Commey, Tommy Hearns, he on you, bro. Tommy Hearns finna body you. Bro, Tommy Hearns like 6'1". I met him. I met Tommy Hearns in Vegas. Bro, they told me that Lomachenko would beat Tommy Hearns. Bro, it'll be a wrap. It'd be no Lomachenko. You'd be no Mas. You'd be eviscerated and evaporated into vapors. You would turn into like Thanos when he snapped. Bro, that's not even realistic. And I just threw it in there just to see. And then there was the Loma groupies. Oh, you're hating on Loma. Bro, it's not about hate. It's about Tommy Hearns is that deal. And Tommy Hearns would annihilate the man. Mortal Kombat! Bro, Tommy Hearns, it would just be ugly, bro. Tommy Hearns no. There's no way he would lose to a Lomachenko. So, anyway, that's my time. I'll be back with some more heat. I know that's what y'all want. He said Shane would knock him out. Absolutely. Bro, listen, this, oh my God, I could do this all day, man. It's easy work. That's why Top Rank, in my opinion, they keep coming up with these like sob stories after every time a person loses, because they gotta try to control the narrative through the PR. Bro, how come every Top Rank fighter that loses, and they wasn't really supposed to lose, every single time there's this sob story about they lost because X, Y, and Z?
Family.
Just a couple of weeks ago in New York, what a crazy scene it was when your guy, Teofimo Lopez, lost to George Kambosos, but it wasn't a top-ranked card, of course. It was under the Matchroom banner after the whole mess with Triller. When you see that happen and you're not involved with it, and he's coming off that incredible win over Lomachenko and the mess of the past year, what happened? Like, does your heart break? What is your reaction when you see Teofimo Lopez lose like that?
Well, you know, he shouldn't have been in the fight. He was lucky he didn't get killed. You know, I mean, there's no excuse, but they didn't take weight off properly. His esophagus blew up.
What? Bro, he said Teofimo esophagus blew up. Come on, bro. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Bro, he said the boy Teo esophagus blew up. Bro, these ain't even my words, bro.
You know, I mean, there's no excuse, but they didn't take weight off properly. His esophagus blew up.
Bro, listen, I reject your deposit. His esophagus blew up and he looking all bloody or whatever. His esophagus blew up and he hit a backflip after the fight. So after getting bloodied up, he hits a backflip with a blown out esophagus. That sound like, listen, anybody who's ever had any kind of medical ailments or sickness, if you have air in your lungs and you're listen, I'm gonna play it so while you're seeing this screenshot of Teo hitting a backflip after 12 grueling rounds, and then just to show you the ridiculousness of the claim.
I mean, there's no excuse, but they didn't take weight off properly. His esophagus blew up.
Bro, so he's Wolverine all of a sudden, and he has this adamantium and increased healing capabilities where he's able to do a backflip after 12 rounds with an exploded esophagus and air in his lungs, but he can hit the. I can't even hit a backflip, and there's nothing wrong with me. A lot of y'all can't hit a backflip. But Teo was able to do this with a blown out esophagus that blew up. I mean, he's Wolverine then. Berserker Barrage. Drill power. Bro, come on, bro. He a Marvel comic hero. He able to hit that backflip and smoke hookah in his training camp, and then his esophagus exploded. Man, come on, bro. Every single time a top-ranked fighter loses, it's some, like, what?
Taking a real tough shot to the lungs, he would have died. So, I mean, that's, to me, is inexcusable. Inexcusable. I mean, Eddie was putting the fight on. He was the promoter. He had no background with Teofimo. We would have spotted it right away.
Bro, Bob Arum just told you that Eddie Hearn put on the fight and he had no experience with Teofimo, but they're at Top Rank, they would have spotted Teofimo's intestinal explosion, the esophagus explosion. How could Top Rank, if he's hitting backflips and he's continuing to fight, how on earth would Top Rank officials or members of Top Rank be able to make a medical decision that, oh, we got to stop the fight, his esophagus exploded, from the outside looking in? That doesn't even make sense, bro. You're not even a doctor, bro. You're not a doctor, and it's something that's happening internally. Like, if somebody is, unless it's like blood coming out their mouth or something, if you're hemorrhaging, you don't always get to see it from the outside. So that's why they have to run a CT, a CAT scan, right? because they got to see what's going on inside of you. So how would, they keep trying to blame DAZN and Eddie Hearn. How is it anybody else's fault if Teofimo took off weight wrong or his whatever exploded inside of him? Come on, bro.
We would have spotted it right away and pulled him out of the fight.
So listen. Yeah, so now I guess Top Rank is Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. They would be able to spot somebody's having pneumomediastinum. Most of y'all can't even spell that. Pneumomediastinum. But Top Rank, they're qualified medical doctors and physicians and MDs where they would have been able to tell. Come on, bro. If this sounds realistic to you, then I got a bridge to sell you. The man said we would have spotted it right away and pulled him out the fight. So why isn't the New York State Athletic Commission being sued? Because they allowed the fight and the man almost died. See, y'all not asking the real questions. How come you don't sue the New York State Athletic Commission? Okay. So basically, if any of one of us go to a doctor and then they're performing some kind of like surgery and then they leave the tool in your stomach after the surgery and then you get an infection, you're going to sue the doctor for malpractice. Hey, I almost lost my life because you left a dirty tool or something in my stomach, or you didn't, sew me back up right, or whatever happened. This is malpractice. So why isn't Top Rank suing and Teofimo suing for malpractice? Sue. It's the American way. Sue. Sue the New York State Athletic Commission, since you want me to believe this. They let this man go in and he was one punch away from death. Why are you not suing them? I would sue and I don't even know if I would even fight no more. Be like, man, that was a close one. Whew. I'm suing for $100 million. My family's taken care of for life. We good. Why is nobody being sued? Why are y'all not asking these questions? His esophagus blew up. That should fall. Somebody got to take the rap for that. Like, even in the drug world, if somebody is running for the cartel and the whole shipment gets seized, somebody is going to take the blame and the rap for that, and there's going to be consequences because you had all this dope that was supposed to get across the border, but you didn't pack it right or whatever happened, so the cartel is going to seize somebody. That's why it's an extremely dangerous job, because if you get seized, you get caught up, the cartel is finna demand answers. So how come nobody is, this blood is not on somebody's watch, and Teofimo damn near died and his esophagus blew up in the middle of a fight, even though he's capable of smoking hookah in training camp and hitting backflips after a blown up esophagus with trapped air in his lungs, aka pneumomediastinum. Come on, bro. Then listen, y'all. See, I'll pick y'all apart. This is easy. I'm like Floyd. I'll pick y'all apart.
Was putting the fight on. He was the promoter. He is inexcusable. Inexcusable. Eddie was putting the fight on. He was the promoter. He had no background with Teofimo. We would have spotted it right away and pulled him out of the fight.
We would have spotted, so we being Top Rank would have spotted something was wrong with Teofimo and we would have pulled him out of the fight. So let me add this up for y'all. Just because it was Eddie Hearn and DAZN's show, why weren't Top Rank officials there at Eddie Hearn's show to support your champion? No, don't act confused now. Let me say it again. He says Bob Arum just told Ariel Helwani, had that been us, Top Rank, we would have known our fighter, Teofimo Lopez, and known something was amiss, and we would have decided to pull the fight to spare his health. So we would have prevented that from happening. Why was Top Rank? Just because it's not your show doesn't mean that you can't send representation to support your fighter. It just means you're not. So why didn't Top Rank send nobody? Why y'all send Christina Poncher, send Kriegel or whoever, Carl Moretti or whatever. And then if you did send them, then you just said we would have been able to know our fighter and we would have stopped it from happening and prevented that. So if you did send a person, then why didn't they do what you just said? You're trapped, bro. If you sent Carl Moretti or Bruce Trampler or whoever the person was, Todd DeBuff, and you just claimed that Top Rank would have been able to know our fighter and stop that from have happening, or stop that event, you know, that peril, that potential peril, then why didn't y'all stop it from happening? So either way, you're trapped. Either you didn't send representation. I didn't see nobody, but, you know, whatever. You didn't send representation to support your champion, or you did, and then they didn't discover it, just like Eddie Hearn or DAZN or no one else knew.
Because you can't risk your life just make a payday and get a fight on. And this whole thing has been a perfect storm. Lomachenko, when he lost to Teofimo, apparently had a bad shoulder, which I didn't know about. And so his strategy was to, in effect, do very little for the first few rounds and just fight the back 6 rounds or the back 5 rounds of the fight.
Bro, this makes no sense. Lomachenko.
7th straight opponent.
I'm
This was
bodying y'all.
supposed to be the year.
I'm bodying y'all. Bro, Lomachenko has 400 amateur fights roughly. He said Lomachenko hurt his shoulder before the fight, and his plan was to conserve his energy for the first 6 rounds and fight the last 6 or the last 5. So you mean to tell me in a 12-round fight, a person with about 400 ammies decided they were going to give up 6 rounds and deal with that early deficit and only fight the last 5 or 6 rounds? Well, here's a thought point, Dexter. In a 12-round fight, half of 12 is 6. So that means you would only have fought to a draw. Lomachenko is not even a knockout artist. He couldn't even stop Comey and Pedraza. So we know his team wouldn't have just expected that they'll be able to knock out Teofimo, because he couldn't even knock out Pedraza, a former guy from a lighter division, and he couldn't knock out Comey. So what type of game plan would that be I want to fight the last 5 or 6 rounds? That means you would either, if you won the next 5 and lost the 12th like you did, that means you would have lost the fight. Or in a 12-round fight, if you fought the back 6, at best you get a draw. What type of game plan is that for a 2-time Olympic gold medalist? I told you, the moment y'all think y'all gonna insult my intelligence, y'all bodied. Y'all bodied. I'm bodying everything, bro. 2022 and beyond, I'm bodying y'all. I told you, you dealing with something different. My mental dexterity and mental clarity, this is on another level. It doesn't make sense for a 2-time gold medalist with 400 Emmys to say, I'm going to concede, I'm not a knockout artist like Gervonta Davis or Wilder, but I'm going to give up 6 rounds and only fight the last 6 rounds or 5 or 6 rounds. Because that means at best you lose or at best you get a draw, because you're not a knockout artist like that. How many knockouts has Lomachenko got in the championship rounds? Okay. Who's he stopped in the 10th, 11th, and 12th? Wilder stopped a couple guys in late fight. He hurt Tyson Fury in the 12th, stopped Luis Ortiz in the 11th, stopped Johan Duhaupas in the 11th. Okay. See, y'all don't know boxing for real. Stop playing with me. Y'all don't know this. Y'all don't know this sport. It's okay. I'm going to teach you. Kamal. He said an inconvenient truth. Bud clout chasing and B-side. Bud knows the IBF doesn't allow champions to be mandatories. Facts. It's a publicity stunt. Facts. Bob Arum's strategy of getting fame using another fighter's name. We saw this with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd. All facts. Oh, hold on. Big Tony, shout out to Kamal Oz. Big Tony just put y'all in the body bag. It's over, bro. It's over. This is what happens when you try to mess with Ego's army, bro. This is what happens. Bro, he just said, oh my God. See, this is what I implore y'all to do. Listen to what people are saying, including myself. Listen and then check for continuity and see what makes sense. My boy Big Tony, he just put y'all on ice. He put y'all on skates. He says Bob Arum just said he would have spotted something was amiss with Teofimo and know eternally that he had a blown out esophagus and trapped air in his lungs or whatever they're claiming, pneumomediastinum. But he just said right after that with Loma that Loma had a shoulder injury and a bad shoulder and he didn't know nothing about it. He literally just said that. I could play it again for you. So that doesn't make sense. So Top Rank, they're medically cleared to discern that Teofimo is incapable of fighting because something he has internally going on. But then Lomachenko, who is their $1 million baby or whatever, and he gets red carpet treatment, you didn't know his shoulder was bad. Oh my, it's over, bro. It's over. Y'all better hang it up.
Just a couple of weeks ago in New York,
Hang it
Pulled
up.
him out of the fight.
Listen,
Round with Teofimo.
listen.
We would have spotted it right away and pulled him out of the fight.
He said, so Teofimo, we'd have spotted it and pulled him.
Lomachenko fighting Teofimo with a bad shoulder, and then Teofimo winning that fight, and then fighting the orthopedic surgeon operated on his shoulder. And I know that because the back 6 rounds or the back 5 rounds of the fight, and so his strategy has been a perfect storm. Lomachenko, when he lost to Teofimo, apparently had a bad shoulder, which I didn't know about.
He had a bad shoulder, which I didn't know about. But you claim that Teofimo's blown out esophagus, you and Top Rank would have been able to.
7th straight opponent.
This was supposed to be.
You knew that something was wrong with him. Stop, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta stop. Stop playing with the Dawn. Why y'all want to play with the Dawn like that? Come on, bro. And like I said, every Top Rank fighter that ain't supposed to lose. Pacquiao loses to Floyd, his shoulder. Lomachenko loses, bad shoulder. You know, Teofimo loses. He said that his air was trapped and he was one punch away from death with a blown out esophagus. Donaire fought on Top Rank and he fought against Rigondeaux. He immediately post-fight, go listen to the interview, he said his shoulder was bad. How does this keep happening? And then it'd be the same crowd that'd be like, oh, Wilder, he's a bitch. He just keeps making excuses. And ain't none of these people saying anything to Top Rank fighters when they lose for all these excuses. Ain't that something? So a black guy, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, oh, he's ridiculed. There's articles written about him, videos made about him, saying he's a pathetic excuse maker. He sucks. But Teofimo, we've heard 4 different excuses. It's an L. It's an L. No matter, I'm bodying, no matter how you slice it, it's an L. Here's another thing. Teofimo claims he won 10 rounds to 2. So you mean to tell me you believe you won 10 rounds to 2 wide with this detrimental, near fatal, trapped air, blown up esophagus? So you really think you did that good? And they said you was basically on your deathbed, one punch away from casualty? You can't have your cake and eat it too. So either you were deathly ill and you almost didn't make it, or you whooped the guy's butt. But how does that work where they're saying damage control, Teofimo was deathly ill and one punch away, but then he won in what he's told the world is that he won by a wide margin. So that means you putting those two things together, that means you won by a wide margin on your deathbed. You are one punch away from your deathbed or whatever they're trying to claim now. So that means you did all of that and whooped Kambosos and you were one punch away from losing your life. Does that sound realistic? When I know people, including myself, that have had pneumonia or been very sick. I know some people that had Rona different medical ailments. They don't even want to, they can't go to work. They don't want to eat. They don't want to do nothing. But Teo is able to do backflips and win fights by wide margins. And he's one punch away from it all being over. Man, what? This is what y'all want to run by me? All right. The boy Kamal Oz is back. $10. A lot of these new Bud Crawford fanboys are really hurt that Triple G and Canelo diehards. They latched on to Crawford because he's not with Al. Kamal's just destroying y'all. If B-side Bud Crawford was serious, he'd sign with PBC, just like Manny Pacquiao, just like your Dennis Ugas, just like Andy Ruiz. I'm gonna do another video about the Bud. I'll do another live stream, but it's all facts. Like, you go where the action's at. It's that simple. Go where the action's at. You want to fight all the top welterweights, and they're 99.9999% all with top, not with Top Rank, not with Golden Boy, not with Eddie, and then you stay away from the one place that has 99.9999%. Like, I remember growing up in Fairfield, in the mall out here, Westfield Shopping Mall, we had this place, and I'm a kid, keep in mind. We had a place, and it was a candy store. See, they don't really do candy stores like that anymore. You know what I mean? Well, I don't think so. Anyway, it was this place called the Sweet Factory. Guess what? They had a movie theater too, you know? So anyway, as a kid, I used to love going to the Sweet Factory because it's the type where it has all these candies in these jars, and then you just pick a bag, and then they weigh the can. It was way overpriced as well. But anyway, you just put the different candies you want in a bag, and then they weigh it on the scale, and then they charge you for it, right? So anyway, very simple, the Sweet Factory. So anyway, me having a limited mind state at the time, because I was a child. When you're a kid, your brain is still developing, so you don't know everything you're gonna know, right? So I'm able to compute that. Shout out to Sassoon. Let's get it. I got a lot of people on Sassoon too. So the Sweet Factory, that's easy for a kid to compute. It had like this blue sign, the Sweet Factory. You walk in, it's just these different canisters and stuff of candy. So as a kid, your brain, as a little kid, keep in mind, not an adult, little kid, my brain's able to compute, hey, Sweet Factory, I can read that. I walk in, it's all candy. They don't sell anything else but candy. It's just candy. Just chocolates and fruity, Sour Patch Kid, all that. The point I'm making is this. As a kid, how is it that I'm able to determine that, hey, if we go into this store and I want candy and this has nothing but candy, then I get to fulfill that before the movie theater. I get to, enjoy and get some treats, blah, blah, blah. So it's the same thing with Crawford. You go into, PBC is the Sweet Factory, and I'm not saying the fighters are sweet, but you guys get the analogy. It's a candy shop, right? Different candies to choose from in your weight class. So you don't go to the Sweet Factory. You instead go to Marshall's, TJ Maxx, hoping to get candy. And they might have a couple, like you go to stores like that, they might have some chocolates that is old, some like secondhand chocolates and stuff. It's not the same as the Sweet Factory though. You go to Ross, they occasionally have like those canisters with cookies or stuff like that, but the selection is not the same. So Terrence Crawford is the only fighter that wants to go to Ross, TJ Maxx, and Marshall's to get candy, as opposed to the store that says Sweet Factory, we do candy right. I mean, it just don't make sense. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. You going to Ross trying to get candy, which you might come up on some scraggler candies that other stores threw out or whatever, and how Ross get their secondhand inventory on. But it doesn't make sense to go there expecting the prime selection. You see what I'm saying? That's what Crawford did. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Instead of going where the action's at, you go to some obscure place hoping to get candy. You go to, you know what I'm saying? It's just weird. Who does that? If you're a smoker, you go to a smoke shop. Common sense. I don't even smoke, and I know that. You go to a smoke shop. I mean, you can go to Kmart. They might have some things that smokers need, but I'm pretty sure a smoke shop Got all the smoke you can ever want. So Terrence Crawford didn't go to the smoke shop. He went to Kmart trying to be a smoker. Again, Kmart might have some things. Walgreens might have some things that a smoker needs. But I'm pretty sure a smoke shop, we got a lot of smoke shops out here in Cali. You dig? I'm pretty sure a smoke shop has everything you need as a true smoker. No matter what type of smoke. It's just common sense, bro. Listen, moral of the story, you want smoke, go to the smoke shop. It's that simple. You don't go to Toys R Us and you a weed head. Like, why? You want cookies, so you go to Toys R Us. Come on, bro. And that's what Crawford did. And then it's like, I'm gonna have the fans fake pressure for me. That's not really no pressure. You know what I mean? And it still don't get you what you want. Kamal just destroying you. Didn't Bud Crawford sign with that fugitive Irish mobster? I don't know, bro. They said he's with Kinahan. Bro, that's weird to me. It's like you rather go to Dubai and Ireland to meet with people, and then Al Heyman, he from the Midwest. He probably in Cleveland right now. You didn't have to even travel that far. Omaha, Cleveland. You rather go all the way to Dubai and Ireland to try to talk business and get something cracking. And you from the Midwest, you from Omaha, and Al Heyman from the Midwest, and it seems like he has the stable that would make your career smooth sailing, you know, with viable options. And you say, nah, man, F that. I'm gonna go to the white man in Dubai, in Ireland. Good luck, you know. We'll see if it plays out for him. And see, this, like I said, Bud, his career might be a cautionary tale. Fighter, listen, y'all can say whatever y'all want. Fighters need to be held accountable for the decisions they make. It's that simple. Fighters are regular people and they make decisions, and certain decisions are in your best interest and certain ones aren't. So good luck. Hopefully the fighters make the good decisions. We get to fight. But it doesn't make sense to me that, like, I've already used this example, and I'm going to use this and I'm out. If my audio is hurting your ears and everybody is screaming, oh, I can't hear. Ah, my ears are bleeding. Ah, you're clipping. Ah, you're too loud. Ah, it's too high. Ah, decrease your volume. Oh, this audio sounds like ish. Oh, it's distorted. Oh, you got to fix your audio. Oh, you got to sort your audio. I'm a stubborn person. But if everybody on my live stream or videos is saying my audio is crazy and it's a bother, then I have no choice as a curator of content, aka a content creator, to heed and listen to what people are saying so I can, in effect, fix it. Otherwise, people are going to be like, if all my audio sounds crazy, and it always sounds crazy, and it's either too low or too high or whatever, distorted, I have an obligation, if I want to win with the people, to fix my audio. So I would have to, luckily I'm a master of this stuff. So my audio is butter. My audio is crispy. It took years, but the audio should be coming loud and clear. But the point I'm making is this. I would have to go on Amazon, go to Best Buy, and start looking at, I got to get a new mic. I got to get a new audio interface. I got to get this. I got to get this. I got to get new wires, new cabling, blah, blah, blah. Right? It's that simple. You can't be so stubborn in life where you're like, you know, why did you retract your message? Shout out to Eric Minion. You can't be so stubborn where you're not willing to listen to the people. The people are telling you, listen, I'm going to tell you like this. In business, y'all are my bosses. You know why? Because I'm the people's champ. It's that simple. You guys put me in this position. If you guys do not want to hear what I have to say, if you do not like the production, if the audio is trash, if the content is trash, whatever, you guys control what happens next for me, because as a content creator, You have to consume the content I create. If you do not do that, then I cannot be sitting here working for myself. That's how that works. So no matter how stubborn, I could be like, man, my audio is good. I got the best audio. If y'all are telling me that the audio is horrible and I need to sort it out, I need to sort it out. It doesn't matter how stubborn I am. You guys control that. You guys are the captain of the ship, right? Now, I understand occasionally some haters come and say, oh, your audio is horrible, and it's really not. That's a hater. But I'm saying if people that I know, like Business Brains, Daquandre Hannon, Kenya B, my real ones that I know are not going to steer me wrong, if they say, oh, man, your audio, ooh, ego, fix it, then I know I need to get right. It's that simple. Bud thinks he's going to do things the Bud way. Good luck. It's that simple. Do you think Josh Taylor can pull it off? I think the Josh Taylor fight is a setup. Bob Arum has been embarrassed by Bud Crawford, especially at the podium or whatever when they're after the Crawford Porter. And he said, oh, Bob could give me these fights. Bob takes notes of stuff like that. In my opinion, he's the Bob father. He cutthroat, he in the business. He don't care. Notice everyone that leaves Bob Arum, he says disparaging things about them after. Andy Ruiz, he's like, oh, he's a fat, sloppy guy. He's about a fat ass. He doesn't say anything good about Andy Ruiz. He can't punch. He's lazy, blah, blah, blah. You didn't say none of this when he was with him, but when Andy Ruiz left you and went to Al, this is when all this stuff comes out. Floyd Mayweather, you promoted him. You said he's the next Muhammad Ali. I promoted Muhammad Ali, and Floyd's that great too. But then immediately after Floyd leaves you and you have Pacquiao and you don't have Floyd, you say Floyd's a piece of trash. He's a boring fighter. Mayweather, his style is, when he was with you, he was Muhammad Ali. He was the greatest thing. When he left you, he was boring and a piece of, so you know how it goes. So ultimately, I think the Josh Taylor fight is a setup because Bob Arum is petty. He takes notes and he's been in the business. He's cutthroat. Josh Taylor's still loyal to him. Top Rank still has him. They don't have Terrence Crawford. So best believe, first of all, Josh Taylor and Crawford in America is not a big fight at all. It's not a big fight. You have to put it in Omaha or something. And Bob Arum won't do that because, again, he don't have no dedicated loyalty to Crawford now if Crawford's leaving him. So that's not going to happen. So there's nowhere else in America you really put that fight where it shows a lot of promise and is really lucrative. It'd be another Crawford versus another foreigner that doesn't have a huge fan base in America, like Victor Postal. Good fight, great fight, but it's still not going to fill up asses in the seats. So that being said, the best marketplace for that fight would be Scotland, and then that's where the setup comes in. If Bud fights Josh Taylor, no matter how confident he is in his skill, as a free agent, he's better than me because to me, that's a setup. If Josh Taylor does good, if the fight's close, he's winning the fight. Just like Jeff Horn versus Pacquiao. End of story. So unless Crawford can do like he did when he went to Scotland versus Ricky Burns or something and just dominate, so it's like nothing that could be said, then look for some more puzzling, questionable scorecards, all that, blah, blah, blah. That's my honest opinion. It's not a big fight in America. You got to take it to the UK. You got to take it to Scotland, whatever. And then that's where Josh Taylor has the upper hand. Crawford is so stubborn with himself, right? Crawford's so stubborn that he just think, bro, like I hate to say this, but I feel Crawford, he's like hood rich. He has that hood rich type of mentality. Like he has like almost like a street level mentality. When you get to a level, the higher level, that street level stuff ain't nothing. Like why you think Nipsey Hussle and Jay-Z went and started really fine tuning their businesses? Because that street level stuff is cool. Like you like, okay, you're making 100,000 in the street. Yeah, but it's also dangerous. You can make millions and not even have that same level of danger, and be comfortable and take care of your family even better. So Bud, I think he just has that type of, I think he's a hood dude. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a good dude. I think he's a hood dude. So I think he has that kind of like hood mentality. He in his mind, he probably like, I'll whoop Josh Taylor. I'll wash him. You know what I mean? So he might fight in Scotland. I mean, I don't know that that's his next plan, but I'm just saying he might do it because he has that kind of mentality where he's a true fighter for real in every sense of the word. He's a real fighter. So he might just go over there like, I'll get this easy bag. But just so you know, in boxing, sometimes the game is set up against you. There's other things. I heard about all types of weird stuff that happened in boxing. I heard about, listen, I ain't going to tell you my source or none of that, but I heard stuff in boxing like, you notice Floyd Mayweather, he never slept when he was fighting all them fights in Vegas, he never stayed at the hotel. Anybody ever notice that? Anybody notice that? Floyd Mayweather, all the times he done fought in Vegas, he never stays in the hotel suite, like where he's sleeping there. Has anyone ever noticed that? Name a fight Floyd fought in Vegas where Floyd fought and he slept in the hotel room. I told you, I know more stuff in this box game than y'all ever know. I'll leave y'all flabbergasted. Name a fight where Floyd, he fought in Vegas. He fought all them fights in Vegas. Name a fight where he stayed in the hotel. He never did. Okay. You know why? Because people uck with you. You stay in them hotels as the fighter, not as like media or something. I'm talking about as a fighter, and it's like we want to beat you. People uck with you. I heard all types of stuff. That people do and things that people are willing to do. Remember Wilder said, "Oh, I got poisoned. Somebody did it." I've heard all types of stuff like that. And that's not even just the Wilder fight. I'm talking about in general. I heard all types of stuff. You know, mess around, get some room service, and you got the bubble guts, and you know what I'm saying? Just put someone on your floor with loud music or something so you can't sleep the night before the fight. All types of stuff. All types of the foul. You know, people mess with your water. People, you know, I've heard different things. So y'all know this boxing. Y'all know how deep this gets. And there's, listen, I'm going to put it like this. And I've said this before, but in case you're new, maybe this will be new. If Lance Armstrong, a cyclist, is willing to use PEDs to pedal a bike faster to make sure he wins the Tour de France, what will other people in a combat sport be willing to do to win their fight? This is a guy on a bicycle who's willing to put some type of illegal banned substance, PED, in his body to achieve these goals and records and awards and get better times just to pedal a bike. So when we're talking a combat sport where you can really lose your life, what length will people go to? What length will people go to or through to make sure that the game is in their favor? Come on, man. Why do you think Bud keeps hurting his pockets? You got to ask him. I don't know. I think he's just stubborn. If I had to take a guess, I think he's so stubborn that it is what it is. Bro, I talked to even Joey Spencer, bro. Yeah, not to put his business out there. Joey Spencer in the amateurs, he said he fought, I think he was in Russia, and he said he ate some candy or something, and he started feeling funny, and the next day he just fell off in his fight. That's what he told me. And he was a kid at the time. You see what I'm saying? He was a kid at the time. So, like, I'm telling you, it goes down. Even in the amateur, you see all the amateurs scoring. They're like, oh, there's illegal scoring and people cheating and rigging the cards. Man, come on, bro. I told you, Steven Smith with ASU, he point shaving in cahoots with other people. That's a basketball game. That's not, basketball games typically don't end in life or death unless somebody come on the court and start bucking or something. You know what I mean? We talking about sports where you could die, like where you get knocked out. That's like the ultimate embarrassment. Losing a basketball game, your whole team lost. Losing a football game, your whole team lost. You get knocked you lost. Your trainer didn't get knocked out. Your family in the front row didn't get knocked out. Your kids didn't get knocked out. Your supporters and fans didn't you got knocked out. That's the difference. It's a different ball game in boxing. Boxing, there's no sport like it. It's a 101. If you in a combat sport, it's a 101. You got knocked out. You took that damage. You got the potential brain damage. You got potential CTE. If you lose a basketball game, Steph Curry lose, he don't got CTE unless somebody elbowed him or something crazy. Boxing is different. Is vicious. I'm the most bro. What did Mike taught y'all? I'm the most brutal and the ruthless, meanest guy that's ever been. Didn't Bud hold on. Didn't Bud just say that Errol Spence fight was behind? Bro, it's not even worth talking about. All of Bud, what he said was a contradiction. Shout out to Mr. Dixon HQ. Let's go. The money keep coming in. I told you the money keep coming in. Y'all put me here. Y'all put me in this position. Y'all put me in this position to win because the money keep coming in. Daquandra, I see you. We got the money keep coming in. He said, you killing today, fam. Smash the like button. I'm killing. Listen, I'm killing every day that ends in a Y because the money keep coming in. And I keep working. I'm going to keep hustling. I'm going to keep doing this. Stop playing with me. Told you boys I was different from the beginning. Kenya, talk to him. Ain't nobody in boxing like me. Ain't nobody move like me. Hit y'all with the facts like me. Got the quality me. Got that audio crispy like me. Got the voice like me. Man, stop. I'll holler at y'all. But anyway, yeah, it goes down in boxing. A lot of type of shady backdoor deals and grease palms and stuff. There's a lot that goes on. You think Pacquiao really lost to Jeff Horn in Australia? You must be out your mind. Peace.